what's happening, what's going on. I hope that you are doing well. On today's video, what's going to happen is that we are going to be looking at the markets. And one thing that I love is that I am going to be showing you how I treat the markets. So hang on, guys. I want you to be able to see literally how is it that I observe the markets, what it is that I look for, and on top of that, what type of methods they actually look for in order for me to be able to execute a trade. I know that you guys have been waiting for a trading video where I actually go through the markets, and today is the day that you've been waiting. Just obviously, one thing that you can do for me is to like this video already. You know it's going to be a banger. It'll be a video worth of value. At the same time, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because whenever such videos are out, you will be the first to see. So now let us get started and get straight into it. So you can simply see right here in the markets, the very first thing that I actually look at, or one of the very first things that I look for, is obviously now we need to be able to follow the dollar index. Like for instance, I can simply see here I've got the US dollar index, and right here we've got the currencies that I look at or that I focus more on is GBPUSD, and as well the Euro USD, and as well the indices that I look at is US 100 and US 30. So now one of the reasons I actually start off first with the dollar index is that it allows me to be able to spot where the dollar is going to go. And once I'm able to see where the dollar is going to go, it will allow me to be able to make smart decisions whenever I'm executing trades on whatever currency there is that actually has the dollar in it. So one thing that we're going to do now is we're going to start off first by looking at the dollar index. And then from there, we are going to be able to look at maybe the other currencies. That we'll look at GBPUSD and as well with US 30. But the most important thing is how I treat the market. So me showing you this is just for you to be able to have a clear up and a deeper perspective towards how I see the markets. Maybe you can learn something from the way I see it, and maybe you can apply something on your side. So let's get started, guys. And also, I need you to stay with me up until the very end, because at the end, I actually have something amazing that I want you to be a part of. So do not miss this video out up until I actually do let you know what it is. So let's get straight to it. And simply see right here, we've got this area that is being built here as a higher, let's say for instance, from what price was doing here, lows, lower high, then a low, lower high, then we've got a low right here. So you can simply see this is our low right here. So one thing that I love about this is that while combining the two lows, you can see the one that actually broke is the lower high compared to the lower low. The lower high broke, so automatically we are seeing that this is a form of upward movement. So let's say for instance, if this was coming from a downward trend and this happens, it means that now we are starting to look at what? An upward trend, the change of direction, an upward trend. So now we can simply see we've got this area, our low in this here. Now our high, this is our first high, this is our second high. So now since price has changed its direction, it means that it's forming what? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. So that is one of the first things that I start by looking for, which enables me to be able to know whether we're in an upward trend or a downward trend. And in this scenario, we are in an upward trend. So now let's say I go to the 4 hour. I go all the way to the 4 hour now, and on the 4 hour, what it is that I'm actually aiming to see. Let's say like you can simply see prices push upward, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher right here. So obviously now with the 4 hour, I believe that right here is where our daily highs is going to be, where if it breaks this area, obviously it's continuing its upward trend. So now I know most definitely prices to break back. So what happens is, just by taking a look at this area right here, you can simply see if you add this up, we've got here the first, second. So now as well, if you just take a look at somewhere similar to here, let me just do this. If you just take a look at somewhere before, after price impulsed here massively, price started correcting a bit here, and then it shot up more massively. So you can see that here is an area of significance. And let's say here, for instance, this was the resistance here. And if you move it over to this side, you can see that it now became support and broke above, and now it became support, which means that now this area here is the most recent area that actually shows that price is, this area here is actually a significant zone. Okay, so just by having a look at, taking a look at this, you can simply see that just by having this already shows like here we've got here our first touch, second touch. So if price happens to come all the way down to here, this would be a nice trade. If price happens to just come a bit low and a bit low, somewhere to here, what it will enable us to do is it will be able to take that buy, go all the way up, and be able to capitalize on those profits that we're looking for, because that we did say we know going higher highs and higher lows. But if not, then what we'll do is we'll simply see right here. We've got an area more like this. We've got a pattern right here, and there's a much more cleaner and a deeper pattern right here. So what this is it simply just shows that automatically you can still have a trade more like this, but I wouldn't take such a trade. It's not for me to be able to execute it. But even if it does break, maybe this would be a sign. But with what I'm seeing, I believe that this is going to reject. Maybe come here. If this holds, it will just continue way up. If it doesn't, it will come here. And then we'll be able to seek that buy and go higher with that. Take profit more like this. So now I believe that you did see how it actually cleared around the markets on the dollar index. So what will happen is, let me go over to one currency, maybe GBPUSD, and then what will happen is I want you to be able to just see it from a first-hand view, how it actually happens, how you can capitalize on the markets as well, just by using these skills that we've implemented. So we did see that on the USD, which is the dollar index, we are now expecting a shorter term that actually the movement to the upwards there. So basically price is going upwards. So now here, what this can simply see that we're expecting what? That means we're expecting a decline, because if this is going up, they should be going down. And let me just do this, and you can see so far price is being in a downward trend. And with the looks of it, because of the fact that, let me just show you this real quick. This here was a low, high, low, high, low. This is our recent low, and then high and low and high and so on. Just by looking with the same way that I actually started with that other one, the dollar index. Start off by showing you the lows and the highs, which is more like this. This is the high. Let's say for instance the high, and this became the low. Boom. So no wonder see what price actually broke. Price broke this high. So now price is basically going highs and lows and highs and lows and highs. So we are in an upward trend. So now you understand that on the day we have spotted that we are in an upward trend with what has been going on. What structure price has been breaking. So going to the 4-hour time frame. So now looking at the previous area, which is right here, I'm just simply see just by having this be a zone, because this is where price basically couldn't break below. It played around the tested and then went up. So the area, this section has never been tested before, which means that it's still a valid point. If it has been tested before, that would be perfect. That would make more sense for us to understand that this area here is actually more weaker compared to other areas. Because it hasn't been tested before, it shows that there's still a higher chance of price holding once it does touch here. So just by coming in, so you can see that we're aiming for price to actually come somewhere down to here. And then maybe when price does come here. So now remember, we're not using the dollar index to actually place trades and make trading decisions. We're just using it to guide us into seeing and understanding where the market is trying to go from a dollar's perspective, and be able to see how weak is the dollar compared to whatever currency we're trading it with. And that way we'd be able to know what type of decisions we can make from the markets. So now you can see that we've got this area that is beyond more like this and more like this. So now price, we're looking for price to come down here. But before this happens, what that looks like, price will want to, I can see it actually makes sense here, because here you can see price basically below and then reaches the chair and then that went below. But what that looks like, I highly believe the price maybe might come here, and before this area here. And then once we get here, that's when we can see, there's the same direction we had that said, that's when we can see maybe price start to settle. So like we can make some profit with this movement here. So we can make some profit with this movement, maybe price going somewhere down to here. So basically just by you seeing this here, I want you to be able to see the two types of concepts, which at first is now you being able to understand from a higher time frame what it is that I'm looking for. Then going all the way down to, let's say, your 4-hour time frame, understanding that on the patterns, we're looking for patterns, we're looking for structures. We're basically looking for something that will allow you to be able to spot a significant zone, just so you're able to know where prices more definitely to come. That will be attracted there because of sell stops, buy stops, because of stop losses, because of any other reasons. But we're looking for an area that will attract price towards, and we try to capitalize, go into that area. So I showed you the daily, I also showed you the 4-hour. Now I highly believe that it's time for me to be able to show you how we execute the 1 hour. And what I'm going to do with the 1 hour is already understand that you've got an idea with how we spot some entries, let's say from the GBPUSD and as well the dollar index trade. So I'm going to go to the US30 and then I'm going to be walking you all the way up to the first 1 hour time frame. So you know how you can actually be able to spot those entries in the markets. So let's say now for instance here on the daily, can simply see the price here was the lowest. And then here basically it never became lower than this area here. So I understand that. Then let me go. That means the price is actually going higher. It's forming higher highs. Then with this being said, let me just looking at the previous structure, which is right here. Or maybe yeah. So you can see price eventually came and retested here. So basically what it's saying is price reached this area. So if it never reached it, it was gonna be almost like our take profit. But now because of the fact that it reached it, it confirms our next take profit area, which is at the high, which is right here. This is our next take profit area. So with this being said, let me just show you. With this being said, you can simply see right here that we as well got a trending or a channel that is showing that it was descending, and as soon as it was done descending, this way it is, like you can simply see that with this it is broken above this descending type channel. So now what does that mean? Hey guys, I quickly have an announcement. I know that I did say if you stay with me up until the very end, I will tell you what you have going on, but I can't wait guys. So I decided that I should just let you in on it now. So what is it? What's going on? We have actually launched the beginners program, and one thing that I love about the beginners program is that we have now fully built it into a way whereby it is built for traders by a trader, obviously. And one thing that I love is that it focuses more on the community. You have access to the community where you're able to engage with other members. It focuses as well more on the strategies. We've got a risk management strategy. We've as well got a beginner's course step-by-step tutorial that guides you and teaches you each and every single thing that you need to know to go from actually being a beginner if you have no idea how the market works and everything, to becoming an advanced trader so that you're able to make your own decisions. This beginners program, so this is only a limited time offer. It's just something that we decided that we want you to have access to it, and obviously we just decided that we can make it as low as possible, and the only price that we could place here besides zero, but you can get access to it. Just click the link that is the first in description if you want to get started with our beginners program. Go from being a beginner to now an advanced trader. Click the link that is in the description below. So now looking at this, you can simply see the price is already broken above here. Price has already tested here. So now the one thing that I need is I just want price to become low in price just so I'm able to buy it. I don't want to do that. I'll go to the 16-minute time frame, and then once I'm in the 16-minute, I'll just remove this because this was drawn from the 4-hour. So even if I just do this, boom. So now you can simply see what it is. I'm looking for an area where price was the most lowest in price. So far that area is somewhere, yeah, this is where price was low. So now I'm looking at also, this is our lowest high. So price broke above it, which means that now on the lower time frame, price has confirmed that the new change of the trend, which means that it went from now being a lower low to a high, lower low to now breaking this lower low and now becoming a higher low, higher high. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to be able, is that I can use the Fibonacci to go from low to high, boom. And then when you with this, there's different types of methods. People can look at the 50%, 78, 88% just so they can be able to find entries. But for me, because I understand how the market works, I understand that as soon as, if I can just spot this movement, the price was now moving down the scale, and this previous this is when sellers were more active. So there's some orders, maybe some sellers didn't leave off yet, or maybe some buyers didn't place yet, and they're looking into getting in the markets on. So what I'm more likely to do is I'm more likely to look at this candlestick right here, and I'll be able to understand, okay, no, here is where it is. Basically, there were a lot of sellers here before the buyers took over. This is where buyers started taking over and they shot upwards. So right here is where my entry could most definitely be. And then my stop loss maybe just below here, somewhere here to be on the safe side. And let me show you guys my take profit. Let me just show you guys real quick my take profit, because why it will enable me to be able to look at the risk compared to reward. So let's say for instance, boom, all the way up to here. So 6.3, I'll be risking 1 in order to make a 6. I would do that every single time. This is a good trade, so I'm more likely to take such a trade. So you can simply see how we executed this trade in the markets. We literally went from looking at it from a higher time frame, which is the daily, 4-hour time frame, and as well the day, and as well the 1-hour time frame. That is where we're able to execute some trades. And you're probably asking yourself, which is one of the best platforms or one of the best brokers maybe that you can use in order to be able to execute these trades. First speaking, guys, you can go out there and research. There's different types of brokers that you can trade with. But personally, I use IQ Markets, and I will just make sure that I leave the link in the description. So if you want to trade with IQ Markets, what you can do is you can literally hit the link that is in the description in order to be able to sign up and trade with them. One thing that I love about trading is that once you are able to, execute these trades, like learn the skill, is to also be able to trade with the platform that you're comfortable with. It becomes something that is more on it becomes a habit. You don't have to start thinking about, stresses or obstacles or whatever that is going on, because you've got the skill. Let's say now if you're able to enroll in the beginners program, it's the most lowest that it can be, $1. So once you're in, you can acquire the information, the skill that only you can have and no one else will be able to have it. And then you're able to trade and make the profits that you can make out of the skill that you're using, that you have access to and control over. That is one of the amazing things that I love about trading. I'm glad that you're actually able to see how I trade the markets. I'll see you on the next YouTube video. Please just make sure that you like this video, comment below and let me know what it is that you loved about this video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in the next YouTube video. Thank you so much.